Most women over 60 are wearing skirts that are actually working against them and they have no idea. Not because the skirts are ugly, not because they lack style, but because nobody ever told them the truth about what actually creates elegance at this stage of life. Today that changes. By the time this video ends, you will know exactly which 5 skirts do the heavy lifting for you, flatter your figure without trying too hard, and make people stop and say she looks amazing without you spending a fortune. Stay with me because number 3 is the one most women overlook completely and it might just become your new favorite. This channel is built for you. The woman who wants to look and feel her absolute best without emptying her wallet or following trends that were never meant for her. Make yourself comfortable because today we are getting into something really good. Before we dive in, if you have not already subscribed to this channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now and tap the bell so you never miss a video. It is completely free and it means so much to this community. Now let us get into it. I am going to walk you through the only 5 skirts that truly deliver elegance, confidence, and that timeless charm that turns heads for all the right reasons. And the best part? Every single one of these is affordable, wearable, and available in styles that actually exist in real stores and online shops, not on a runway you will never walk. Stay until the very end because skirt number 3 surprises almost every woman who watches this video, and skirt number 5? That one is going to completely change how you think about dressing your lower half forever. Skirt number 1, the A-line skirt. Being styled on women over 60 with different body types. Let us start with the one that has stood the test of time and for very good reason. The A-line skirt is shaped exactly like the letter A. It sits at the waist or just below it and then gently flares out as it moves down toward the hem. That gentle flare is doing something incredibly smart for your figure. It schemes over the hips and thighs without clinging to them, creates a soft and natural silhouette, and draws the eye downward in the most flattering direction possible. Now here is what makes this skirt particularly magical for women over 60. Our bodies change. The waist shifts, the hips redistribute, and that is completely natural. The A-line skirt works with those changes instead of fighting against them. It does not require a perfectly flat stomach or narrow hips. It simply drapes beautifully and makes you look like you got dressed with intention. The best lengths for women over 60 are midi length, which falls between the knee and the ankle or just below the knee. Both of these lengths are deeply elegant and extremely practical. They give you coverage while still showing enough of your leg to keep the look light and feminine. When it comes to styling, pair your A-line skirt with a tucked-in blouse or a fitted top. This defines your waist and creates that classic hourglass impression. Add a low heel or a comfortable block heel, and you have an outfit that looks effortlessly put together. Colors and patterns to look for include solid neutrals like camel, ivory, navy, and soft gray. These are your workhorses. They go with almost everything and they photograph beautifully. If you want to try a pattern, a subtle floral or a delicate plaid in muted tones works wonderfully on an A-line. The A-line skirt is the foundation of an elegant wardrobe for women at this stage of life. If you only ever own one skirt, let it be this one. Skirt number 2, the wrap skirt. Now this one might feel familiar, but stay with me because most women are not using this skirt to its full potential. The wrap skirt is one of the most underestimated pieces in fashion history. It wraps around the body and ties at the waist, which means it is entirely adjustable. Too tight around the hips today? Loosen the tie. Want more waist definition? Pull it a little tighter. No other skirt gives you that kind of real-time control over how it fits your body. Here is why this matters so much for women over 60. Our weight can fluctuate. Some days we feel bloated, other days we feel great, and most skirts do not account for that. The wrap skirt does. It moves with you and it always looks intentional, because the diagonal line created by the wrap itself is one of the most naturally slimming lines in clothing design. That diagonal line pulls the eye from the waist diagonally across the hip and downward, which visually elongates the lower body and creates the illusion of a defined waist, even when you feel like you do not have one. The best fabrics for a wrap skirt at this stage of life are those with a gentle drape. Think jersey, crepe, or a lightweight woven fabric. Avoid anything too stiff or too sheer. Stiff fabrics make the wrap look boxy and sheer fabrics require a great deal of maintenance underneath. A wrap skirt that falls just below the knee or to mid-calf is sophisticated and easy to wear throughout the day. It works for a lunch out, a family gathering, a casual church service, or even a smart casual dinner. Style it with a simple fitted top in a complementary color and a pair of comfortable pumps or loafers. You will look like you spent a great deal of time putting that outfit together when in reality, it took you about 5 minutes. Before we continue to skirt number 3, which I know you are curious about, if you are finding this video helpful so far, would you do us a small favor and hit the like button right now? It genuinely helps this video reach more women who need to hear this information. Now skirt number 3. This is the one I mentioned at the beginning of this video. Let us get into it. Skirt number 3, the pleated skirt. I know what you might be thinking. Pleats? Are pleats not a bit much? Are they not dated? And that right there is exactly why most women over 60 are missing out on one of the most elegant skirt styles ever created. When we think of pleats, many of us picture the heavy, bulky school uniform pleats from decades ago. But the pleated skirts being made today are nothing like that. Modern pleats are slim, refined, and they create movement and texture that is genuinely breathtaking when you walk. Here is what a well-made pleated midi skirt does for a woman over 60. First, it adds volume in the most controlled and beautiful way. Unlike tight skirts that cling and reveal every insecurity, or shapeless skirts that hide everything and give no structure, the pleated skirt adds fullness through deliberate folds of fabric that open and flow as you move. The result looks graceful, intentional, and deeply feminine. Second, the vertical lines created by the pleats themselves draw the eye up and down rather than side to side. This is one of the most effective visual tricks in fashion. Anything that creates vertical movement on your body makes you appear taller and leaner without requiring you to change a single thing about your actual figure. The fabrics that work best for a pleated skirt are satin, silk, chiffon, or a quality polyester blend that mimics that soft sheen. These fabrics hold the pleats beautifully, and they catch the light in a way that looks genuinely luxurious, even when the skirt is not expensive at all. For styling, pair a pleated midi skirt with a slim-fitted blouse tucked in at the waist. A simple pearl necklace or a delicate gold chain completes the picture. You do not need much because the skirt is already doing a great deal of the visual work. Colors to consider. Deep jewel tones work beautifully in pleated styles. Emerald green, rich burgundy, sapphire blue, and burnt orange all photograph magnificently and carry that feeling of quiet luxury that every elegant woman wants to project. This is the skirt that will make people ask where you bought it and be genuinely surprised at the price. Skirt number 4. The pencil skirt, but not the one you think. Now I want to be very careful here because the pencil skirt has a complicated relationship with women over 60. Let me explain. The traditional pencil skirt, the one that is extremely tight, very short, and made of rigid fabric, is not what we are talking about today. That version can feel uncomfortable, restrict movement, and honestly create more stress than elegance. That is not the goal. What we are talking about is the relaxed pencil skirt. Same sleek shape, same polished silhouette, but made with fabric that has just enough stretch to move with your body, rather than fighting it every step you take. The relaxed pencil skirt gives you that clean, structured look from the waist to just below the knee without squeezing or pinching. It sits smoothly over the hips and creates a very classic, very professional silhouette that reads as quietly powerful and deeply put together. Here is the key detail most people miss when shopping for this skirt. The fabric matters more than anything else. Look for a ponte fabric, a thick jersey, or a fabric that is labeled as having at least 2 to 4% elastane or spandex content. These fabrics hold their shape beautifully from the outside, while giving your body complete freedom from the inside. The best length for this skirt sits just below the knee. Not above it and not all the way to the ankle. Just below the knee is the sweet spot that is both elegant and practical. For styling, this is where a flowing or slightly oversized top works wonderfully as a contrast. The top brings softness and the skirt brings structure, and together they create a balance that feels completely effortless. Add a low block heel or even a sleek flat and the whole look comes together in minutes. Colors that work beautifully here are classic navy, charcoal, rich chocolate brown, and of course a well-cut black. These are serious, sophisticated colors that require very little else to look completely pulled together. Skirt number 5. The tiered maxi skirt. The one I promised would change how you think about dressing your lower half completely. The tiered maxi skirt. Now before anything else, I want to acknowledge that some women over 60 feel that maxi skirts are too long, too casual, or too overwhelming. And if that has been your experience in the past, I understand completely. But that experience was likely with the wrong kind of maxi skirt, and today we are going to fix that. The tiered maxi skirt is different from a plain maxi skirt because it is constructed in horizontal layers, each layer slightly wider than the one above it, which creates beautiful movement and dimension from the waist all the way to the floor. It is full of texture and personality without being loud or overdone. Here is why this skirt is genuinely transformative for women over 60. First, it covers everything. Every insecurity about the legs, the knees, the ankles, all of it completely and elegantly covered without you having to think about it once. Second, the tiered construction adds visual interest that draws attention to the skirt itself and away from any area of your body you would rather not highlight. Third, the movement of this skirt when you walk is genuinely breathtaking. There is something about a well-tiered skirt in motion that looks absolutely regal. The fabrics that work best for this style are cotton voile, crinkle fabric, lightweight linen, or a soft chiffon. These fabrics create natural movement and they breathe well, which is important for comfort and also important for keeping you cool during warmer months. When it comes to styling, keep your top simple and fitted. The skirt carries all the visual weight in this outfit, and your top should be a supporting character, not a competitor. A classic white fitted blouse, a simple cream camisole with a lightweight cardigan, or a well-fitted solid colored top are all perfect pairings. Footwear matters here too. With a tiered maxi skirt, you want to show just a little bit of your shoe at the hem to anchor the look. A simple flat sandal, a comfortable espadrille, or a low wedge all work beautifully. Avoid very high heels with this skirt because the combination tends to look like too much effort rather than effortless elegance. Colors and prints that shine in this style include earthy neutrals like terracotta, sand, olive, and warm beige. Small floral prints in muted tones also look stunning. Avoid very large, bold prints in a tiered skirt because they can become visually overwhelming. This skirt is the one that will make you feel like yourself again. It is comfortable, it is beautiful, and it is genuinely something women stop and admire. Let us do a quick recap so you can take this with you. Skirt number 1 is the A-line skirt. Your most reliable, most flattering, most versatile option. Get it in a neutral midi length and wear it everywhere. Skirt number 2 is the wrap skirt. Adjustable, diagonal, slimming, and endlessly wearable. A genuine hidden gem for women over 60. Skirt number 3 is the pleated midi skirt. Movement, texture, vertical lines, and luxury-looking fabric that does not have to cost a luxury price. Skirt number 4 is the relaxed pencil skirt. Structure and polish without the discomfort. Stretch fabric is the key detail to remember here. And skirt number 5 is the tiered maxi skirt. Full coverage, beautiful movement, effortless elegance, and the one that might just become the most worn piece in your entire wardrobe. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these 5 skirts are you most excited to try? Drop your answer in the comments below. Is it the pleated skirt? The tiered maxi? Or maybe the wrap skirt that finally won you over? Tell us and let us have a conversation down there because this community is one of the best parts of making these videos. If this video helped you in any way today, please give it a thumbs up. It tells us that you want more content like this, and it helps more women over 60 find this channel when they need it most. We will see you in the next video. Take care of yourself.